What is up, you guys? Welcome to another video. So in today's video we are going to be doing a serpentine belt on a 2012 Ford Fiesta. And you might be thinking, oh, okay, well, you know, it's probably not that hard, or it's just a serpentine belt, right? Nothing crazy. And it's really probably nothing crazy, but to be honest with you, it's different because this is actually a stretch belt. Not a lot of people have actually dealt with stretch belts. So this is the belt I'm working with. It's a Continental part number 4060408S. Picked this up at my local parts store. Okay, so I really hope that's the right one because I had to special order it too. But the reason I'm changing the serpentine belt is because there was a little bit of a chunk of the serpentine belt on the top half, or the top side of it. The smooth side, not the rib side, was actually ripped off. So how it happened, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna replace it. I did kind of give you guys a little bit of an insight on how to do this without getting the special tool, the stretch belt tool. Because I actually did a video on the same car before, and it was to replace the Ford Fiesta thermostat. So yeah, so now we're just gonna do the stretch belt, and I'm just gonna make a video dedicated to replacing that serpentine belt. So let's go ahead, let's get this done, and hopefully it's not as terrible as I think it's gonna be. And I mean, it wasn't before, so, but you never know. I could have just jinxed it, right? Let's go ahead and see what happens. Alright, so I've taken off the passenger side wheel, and as you can see, there's my serpentine belt. So I did have to remove a cover on the front. There are 2 bolts in there, and they were actually Torx. Okay, and they were, let me get that size for you real quick. Okay, so the size was a T30 Torx. That's what I ended up using. I had to use a little adapter to go from 3/8 to 1/4 inch in order to take it off, just because I used an electric impact. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I did take that off, and they also have like a little section. The screw itself has a little section for a flathead screwdriver, so you can do that. But this is what I was talking about that the issue was. So right here, if you look, so the back side of the belt right here seems like a piece of it just came off, which is odd. And you kind of have to ask yourself, like, why would that happen? Oh, had to get up. So that's actually a little odd, and considering that that end, or that side, actually rides on smooth pulleys, makes you wonder, like, okay, well, what's going on there, right? Did it nick something? You know, are one of my pulleys messed up? So let's go ahead and remove the belt, and then we'll figure out why that happened. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I have an 18mm socket on my crankshaft right over here. I have a kind of longer 3/8 ratchet, and what I've done is I've actually got a pry bar in between the air compressor, the AC air compressor pulley, and the serpentine belt. So as you can see, I'm kind of giving it tension. So as I spin it, it should be taking it out of alignment. So after a couple spins, this should, there we go, come off. So there it is. So that's how we took it off. So the only bad thing here is that I totally didn't even pay attention how it went on. So, I'm gonna have to figure out how to realign that. Well, oh well, right? Let's go ahead and let's figure out, or let's make sure that the belt that I have and the belt that I'm taking off are actually the same size, and then we'll worry about the rest later, right? Alright, got my new belt, got my old belt. So now one of the easiest ways to figure out if they're the same size is to kind of hold them together and see if they kind of match up. These kind of do. I'm not sure. The new one that I got actually seems a little smaller. I'm hoping that's alright because I had to special order this damn thing. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's definitely a good chance that the belt that I took off has just been extended too much just because of the mileage that it's got. I mean, it's got 112,000 on the same belt, so it's probably just stretched out a little bit. But let's go ahead and let's give this a shot, and then yeah, and I'll show you how to put this on without the special tool. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Alright, so what I've done is I've put the belt back into place so it hits the alternator, AC compressor, the water pump pulley, and the crankshaft pulley. So I have my 18mm socket right here on my crank pulley. I have a pry bar over here that's keeping tension on my serpentine belt, and I have a separate pry bar here because what's happening is as you spin it, since it's not aligned yet, it's not in place, it keeps trying to come out from the water pump. So what I'm using the second pry bar for is to kind of keep it aligned as I spin it. So I'm going to go ahead, give it another spin. Okay, so as I'm doing that, I'm going to go back, and I am going to readjust the belt on the water pump pulley. And I'm being careful not to damage the belt or the actual pulley itself. Just kind of giving it light little tugs or pushes just to kind of keep it aligned a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and let's spin it again. Okay, so as you can see there, it's trying to go on to the water pump. It's aligning a little bit and it's almost on the crank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little tug. So as you go, it's actually going to get a little tighter. So you're not going to be able to get as much movement, but you just want to go, you know, one step at a time. Go ahead and align it. So now I'm going to continue spinning it here. There we go. I'm going to remove the pulley on the crankshaft. I'm going to come back with my pulley to touch the belt underneath the water pump, and hopefully you can see that because I know I'm kind of blocking it a little bit there. But I'm gonna give her a little bit of a helpful tug here. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin her again. Okay. Continue doing the same movement. There we go. And if you continue spinning it, it should actually... Oh. Whoa, totally touched the camera on that one. So if you continue spinning it, it should be aligned in place. And that is how you replace the belt. So now, it is good to go. Everything's aligned. Give her a couple more spins just to make sure it wasn't damaged. So it really wasn't too difficult. I mean, it's something that you can do in like, 30 minutes to maybe 40 minutes. So it's not too bad. There we go. Everything is in place now. Okay, so now everything's aligned, and what we're going to do is we're going to put that cover on, that little accessory cover on. So this would be the cover right there. These are the screws I was talking about earlier. So you got a Torx, but you also got the option to use a flathead on there. And that's pretty much it. Going to put the passenger side wheel back on, and that's it. It's made it for another video. So I hope you guys, enjoyed this video. It can be a little frustrating. It's not the worst thing in the world, but just go ahead and just give it a shot, if that's something that you want to do. But it's not, you can totally do it. You don't need to rent the tool. I tried to rent the tool, and it turns out the one at my local parts store was not even the correct tool. So it's not like I had the option. So I had to, put it on, manually without the tool. But other than that, it's been another great video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, so just I guess that's it. So just remember, whatever it is you do, go out there and have fun, enjoy whatever it is you do. Peace.